G'day folks, how you going? Just thought it'd be a nice day to go for a little bit of exercise here at O'Brien's Crossing. As you can see, the water is flowing. Can't see any rocks in the bottom of it today, or only just. Go to the other side. Jesse's also out for a bit of exercise. Yeah, there we have it. Magnificent. And also the 790, the KDM 790 is also out for a bit of exercise. So we'll make our way to the Blackwood pub and see if they're trading and see what happens. I'll get you back soon. Well, there you go, guys. That's an absolute treat. We've just arrived at the Blackwood Hotel. The bistro is open, so we're doing the right thing. We've got the masks on. Obviously we don't have to wear them while we're eating, but inside is all designated, tables are all separated and all that sort of stuff, so they're all doing the right thing. So we just ordered a couple of steak sandwiches and chips, and we're going to dine in for a change instead of good old Mark cooking. Alright, we're going to go back inside and eat. Catch you later. Time to make our way back to HQ. Welcome back, folks. Had a good day, and this is the first time we've actually taken the KDM 790R out with a pillion passenger. Jesse's with me, obviously, and it rode real well. I could feel him moving around a little bit, but generally couldn't be more pleased with this bike. Especially when you're on your own. I've let the tyres down a little bit. I'm not sure what pressure, I just let a bit of air out because they were way too hard. They still had the same amount of air in them from the shop. Probably running them at 30 plus. Probably a bit low in the front now because I did notice when I hit a couple of big bumps there, it bottomed out. But yeah, I am very, very pleased with the purchase of this bike. I think this one will serve me for years to come. So I just thought I'd say good day again. We might go home, maybe do a little bit of cooking, maybe not sure. But I didn't make a video last week, so just going to take you along for the journey again. We're about 15 minutes away from home. We might catch up with you there again a bit later. See you later.
Hello, Lucy. Where he's going? Lucy, what are you doing, Lizzie? Morning, guys. How you going? Sunday morning. Just got up. Had me shower. Say good day to the dogs. That's Lucy, the German Shepherd. And where are you going? And that's Lizzie, the Jack Russell. All they want to do is bloody come inside. In you go. That's got them happy. Yeah, well, I didn't get any cooking done yesterday. We went on a little bit of a motorbike ride, which I'm trying to put some sort of a video together. It's just bloody hard with this COVID stuff, so I'm just mucking around with the camera. The wife, she's just gone down the street. I think she's gone down to get some fresh rolls and bread and do a little bit of shopping. Sunday I usually make a bacon and eggs. I'm not going to go through that whole ordeal again. I made bacon and eggs the other week. Just what I'm going to do though is give the plate a bit of a clean. My son made bacon and eggs yesterday, Jake. They're very good at using all the equipment, but they're not too good at cleaning up after themselves. So I'm going to heat up the kettle, turn this baby on, which I'll do now. I'll do the bacon and eggs. I'm just going to have a bit of bacon this morning. I don't feel like having the egg thing. And we'll see what we come up with today, and we'll try and make a video since I didn't make one last week. I better keep myself in the loop, otherwise you guys might not watch me anymore. So anyway, I'll do what I've got to do and I'll come back to you. Just back again quickly, guys. I know shouldn't assume that everyone knows, but what I like to do is I heat up the plate so it gets really hot, and I boil the kettle. So whether it's my barbecue plate or it's this plate here, which is electric, and this goes well with your frying pans and things too when you're out camping and you're cooking and they get a little bit grotty. Heat the pans up, get some hot water on the go, and really helps give that plate a good clean. I'm a little bit anal about having a nice clean plate. Yeah, it just, you don't want yesterday's tucker in today's dish, if you know what I mean. So all I basically do there is just give it a good clean off like so, and now I'll just hit that with some fresh spray when I'm ready to cook. Kim's not back yet with the goodies, so I'll probably turn that off, let it cool a little bit, and put a new film of oil on there, and we'll get going. A little bit of useless footage for you. Some people might not know that you can clean a plate using the hot water, I don't know. Filling up the video. That's the front done. Now I'll go and do the back. That's even harder. Welcome back, folks. Front lawn's done, back lawn's done. I am whipped. Alright, back to the good stuff. As I said, we went for a little ride on this yesterday. A little bit of exercise. Wink, wink. What I want to do this morning is talk about some gotcha straps. I recently put in an order to buy bits over at Mark Victor in Bendigo. If you're not sure what that site is, there it is there. Have a look on his website, and he's got all sorts of little bits and pieces for motorbike camping, motorbike accessories, etc, etc. So I'll just put that over there. So I just put an order in for these gotcha straps. So if you come around the back here, you can see this strap here. I usually just run this dry rider pack at the back as a general bag. At the moment it's got like a pump in there, and plate, a little burner, like a cooker, and a frying pan, and normally knives and forks and various other little bits and pieces. But when I go out riding and I do a little bit of a camp cookout on a river or a creek bed or on an off-beaten track somewhere, I wasn't putting my chair in there, and I wanted to mount it a little bit different. Hence why I bought these. I think they're 50mm straps. So what I was hoping to do is put on the old glasses, and I bought these short ones because they work absolutely brilliant. So what I could do is put that through there, so come in nice and close. And all they are is Velcro. If you haven't seen these, hang on a minute, Mark, what are you doing? Doing it all wrong. Put that through there. So what I've done is I've put it through the back of the pack rack there. See? And what I want to do is now sit the chair up there, and I'll just pull this around a little bit so that it buckles at the back more. And I'll give that a good squeeze, put that around, and then replicate what I just did there. I'm thinking if I can, I might go in one more so it can't slip off to the side. Again, I'll just pull that strap around a bit more so the buckles are more around the back, and then that allows me to grab a bit more Velcro. They're absolutely rippers, these straps. Hence why I put an order in. So that's not going to go anywhere. Again, I might just take this one off because I felt that that's probably better going in there, because it pulls the strap on the inside rather than going to the out and maybe the bag or the actual chair slipping off, because you do get a fair bit of vibration when you go out riding. So I'll get that buckle around a bit more, give it a good tension up, and they don't let go. They're just absolute rippers. So there you go. I don't think that's going to go anywhere. It might vibrate a little bit, but yeah, my bum's there. And what I like about the chair being there is, the problem is when you put it in your side panniers or you put it in there, you just get too lazy to take it out of the bag. You want to pull up and have a coffee or a quick bite to eat, or just a little bit of a rest. It's like, oh, I've got to pull all my shit out just to get to the chair, so I won't worry about it, I'll sit on the ground instead. So why bother bringing the chair? So there you go. If you're watching, Mark, that's why I ordered the 50mm gotcha straps. I know I got about 10 off you, but it's a good little size to have, I think, if you want to strap things to the bike. Yeah, I'll give that a go. Catch you later.
servo and check the tyre pressure. Went out riding yesterday. Probably had over 30 psi because I've never let them down since I bought it from the shop. And again, the gauge was in the backpack and I couldn't be bothered getting it out. I can't be bothered getting it out because it's right down the bottom. So I'll go for a whip up the servo. Theirs is calibrated better than mine anyway. I want about 23 in the front, maybe the same in the back. So we'll go for a spin and we'll check it out. Only 8 psi's was in there. 8 psi only. Went it down too much. Put it to 25. Welcome back, folks. That was a bit of an ordeal. I tell you what happened. When I went to pump up the tyres, I got the valve machine, I got the hose onto the valve, no problem on the back one, but the front valve with the large disc brakes on the front, I couldn't get the hose to connect properly to the valve, so I ended up turning the camera off because I was stuffing around for so much trying to get the right tyre pressure. But I don't know if you heard, when I was pumping up the tyres, I actually let both tyres down to practically 9 psi, which is pretty low. I knew that when I went on the road because I could feel it in the steering. So anyway, I've opted for 25 in both now, and just on the road it felt quite good there, and 25 is not too bad in the bush on like dirt roads and things like that. You want a bit of air in there, otherwise you're going to end up getting a puncher. So I'll go with that and run with that for a bit, because I don't like letting tyres down and then having to put them back up again, because it is a bit of a pain in the arse trying to pump them up and get the valve thing on and getting it out of your bag and all that. So just try and run a happy medium. Anyway, as you can see, we're in the car. I'm on my way down to the butcher here at the Sunbury Square. We are going to do a little bit of a cook up of some sort, but this one's really I'm just going to get a couple of sausages, hence why I'm going to the butcher's, so because I want to add that to what the actual dish is I want to show you. So I'm going to do something with potato, and I'll explain it in a little bit more detail. Very simple. What have we got? 3 ingredients or something with it. Something you can do on the barbecue, something you can do when you're out camping on your motorbike, instead of just having plain old spud fried up, which everybody loves and everybody does do on their barbecue, I would think. So I'll get into the shop and get some bits and pieces, and then what is the time? 10:30 later on this afternoon. We'll have a bit of a cook up, and this one's for you, Podge. You always give me great feedback and always send me messages on the YouTube channel, and I'm very grateful for that, and I reckon this one's going to be right up your alley, old friend. So I'll do that for you this afternoon, and you can have a gaze at that and perhaps try it next time you're having a barbecue. Anyway, I'm at the shopping centre now, so I need to find a parking and have my wits about me that I don't run anyone over. It's the last thing I need. And there they go, walking in front of me. People just don't care. I'll catch you later. Welcome back, folks. Right, what are we doing today? Very simple. This is for you bikers out there that do overnighters. And by the way, here we are, COVID camping in Holmeseys' backyard. I thought I'd put a little display on show for you. Try and keep the theme there. So what we've got here is an upside down weather lid with just the chrome grill thing over the top. So as I said, going back to what I was going to cook, I'm only going to do a few sausages, which is nothing special. It's what you usually take with you when you do a overnighter or a piece of steak or something like that. So I'm just doing sausages because we can all have a sausage each and a bit of potato, and that'll do us for lunch. But the main thing here is the potato. Everybody has fried potato on a barbecue before, obviously cut pieces off. Now I've already done the chopping of the potato because we've all seen a potato get cut, and I don't want to bore you with that. So I've just done them in about 5mm chips, given them a good wash and a good dry off in a tea towel. So that's all good. So all we're going to do is bang that onto there. And what we're going to do is sausages and potatoes, but the potatoes are with a bit of a twist. And this is what I was talking about to you, Podge. I reckon you're going to get something out of this. So what we're going to do is we're going to fry them up on there and start getting them nice and gold. And then what I want to do is sprinkle a bit of 4 cheese melt. Now you don't have to use that cheese, you can do it with just tasty cheese or any good melting cheese. That's fine, but I happen to like this one. And this is the bit that I don't reckon any of you have tried. You might have tried the cheese on top when you're doing the barbecuing, and I've already opened this packet because I used it the other night. And this is why I'm actually doing this recipe again, because I did this the other night and thought that's really good, I'm going to do that from now on myself. Continental spring vegetable soup. So what we do is we're going to fry up the potato, get one side nice and gold, and then we're going to switch them over, and then we're going to sprinkle the cheese on top so it melts into the top of the potato while the bottom's cooking. And we're also going to sprinkle some of this on top to give it some flavour, and the sausages will be off to the side, and that would make for a really good cook one night. You pull up 5, 6 o'clock, whatever time it is out night on your bike, and throw a small can of veggies perhaps in the fire as well. I'm not going to do that today, I just really want to show you the spuds more than anything, and we'll see how we go. So I've got out of my trusty bike a little bit of oil. So there, I put it always in a bag because if the lid comes off, now I don't know how hot this is going to be, guys, so I don't want it to be stifling just yet. And the other thing you can do is, I love me snap lock bags, because you actually want to get oil on both sides. So just pour a bit into your bag. Push them around. Oh yeah, that's good. It's already making the noise that we want it to. So, just spread them out, get them in there. Probably going to cook pretty quick, I'd say, because I might actually just take this off to the side a little bit. I don't want to do it real quick, but when you're cooking on a fire, sometimes that's a little bit difficult to govern. So there's quite a few spuds here, so what I'm going to have to do is introduce another pan for the sausages, which is okay. Originally, this is 3 spuds, by the way. You know, it's just for yourself, one large size spud would do the trick, no problem, and save the next, you know, pack 2 in your bag and have another one the next day. So anyway, we'll go with that. We've got to get those bangers on, so hang tight. Go back to the old motorcycle. Might as well give this a whirl. I haven't given it a whirl properly over a fire yet, I don't think. And that's my cooking mesh. So we'll just whack that on there. I asked for half a kilo of sausages and you get 6 sausages, and I thought, shit, that's not really a lot, but anyway, it is what it is. How about I don't even cut them for you? Jeez. Rightio, back to the trusty bag. Bring it over. I've got all sorts of goodies in here, Vegemite and knives and forks and spices. So yeah, what I'm going to do is cut up the sausages. No, they did it, they just missed one. Back him on there. Good. There we go with that. Don't mind, a bit of salt and pepper. Got to have a bit of salt and pepper on everything. So all we can do now is wait for one side to cook, get the sausages to cook up. Doesn't matter if it happens at different times today. Usually I would probably put the sausage on a bit earlier, but like I said, it's more about the spud today. I want to show you how they turn out. So we'll let them cook up and I'll get you back shortly. Welcome back, guys. I have been turning them over, as you can see, coming in real close, Melissa. There's a little bit of colour now on both sides. So what we want to do is, basically now, I just kind of arrange them that there's sort of no gaps. What I mean by on the plate, so just overlap them a little bit like that. So when you put the cheese on, it kind of goes on the potato and not just the grill. Just a bit like that. Just give them a turn, see which one's got the best colour. Because it'll take a little while for the cheese to melt because you're not putting it under a griller like you would at home. Put it in there. A little bit of buggerising around, but worth it in the end. Okay. Now for the good stuff. I've just put a bit more wood on. Get that cheese on there. Of course it's going to be better on a griller, but with the heat from the pan hopefully, and underneath, this will all melt into it. Go a bit more. Like your cheese. And as I said, that's the stuff you want to try. As you can see, there's cheese up to the side. Now this is pretty coarse, so just crunch it up a bit in your hands. Spring onion, cup of soup. Spring vegetable, I should say, not spring onion. Spring vegetable. You could use spring onion too if you wanted to. If that's the flavour that you really enjoy. Be quite liberal with it. It's not overpowering or anything like that. Do it a couple of times and you'll work out exactly how much to use. Sorry, just get in front of the camera. Our sausage has copped it a little bit. I wasn't really keeping an eye on them, but I don't mind a little bit of a burnt snag. They're not real burnt. It's just I added a bit of wood and the flames got to them a little bit. So, what we'll do is, still a little bit in that. We'll just let the heat do its thing and I'll come back to you when it's all nice and melted in and hopefully my sausages are done and we can have something to eat. Catch you shortly. Right, pretty much done, folks. What we want to do is, we just spun the plate around a little bit, so we want to zoom right in on that. I might actually take them off. Put them down here for the minute. Bangers, that'll be right. So, just get those off to the side a little bit. There we go. Just knock that wood over there a bit. I don't want to burn the bangers anymore. So there we go. Have a real good zoom in on that. As I said, you don't try to rush it or anything. Just let the cheese melt of its own accord. Look at that. Look at that. Tell me that that's not worth waiting for. So when you go out motorbike riding next time and you're doing a stay over for the night, or even if you're out in your camper and you're doing a big barbecue and you want to put your spud on, try this little number. You could mix some onion in with it if you wanted to, a little bit of bacon, whatever you wanted. A little bit of diced bacon would be lovely with that. There's him. A little bit burnt. I'll take him. I don't mind a burnt one. Melted cheese. Rightio. Let's have a little bit of the geese. Trusty little sauce bottle out of the pack. Can't have a bang without a bit of sauce. As I said, the sausage is nothing here. It's just the butcher sausage. It was all about the potato today. Yep, that's a winner. That's definitely a winner. Can of peas and carrots next to that. You are definitely having a very nice meal wherever it is or wherever you are camping. I'm impressed. The podge, your job is to do the fried spud on a barbecue, add some cheese, spring vegetable, continental cup of soup over the top. Give them a cook up, nice piece of steak next to it. Let me know how you go. I'm going to enjoy this meal and I'll catch you later. Well guys, I'm going to finish it up for today. Thanks again for joining me. Hope you enjoyed today's segment and my little theme around the back there, and I'll see you next time. So if you enjoyed what you saw today and liked, please hit the like button. If you thought it was crap, hit the thumbs down. Leave some comments for me, much appreciated, and I'll catch you next time on Holmeseys Adventure Cooking. See you later.